guys, welcome to my Ocean One channel. We got quite a bit of news today. I'm going to handle this video in two parts. I'm going to handle two parts of that news. We got some dealers and we raised some money, but before we get into that, let's get the YouTube disclaimers out of the way. None of my content constitutes professional advice. Viewers that follow any advice, suggestions, content, anything to do with this channel, do so at their own risk because you are responsible for your own actions. All right, let's jump right into it. Okay, the first thing we got is the dealers. Now, I'm just going to read most of this and then I will provide my thoughts at the end, so let's just jump right into it. Fisker adds 3 new U.S. dealer partners in California and New Jersey and waives the $2,438 delivery and handling fee on Extremes and Ultras. Fisker has added 2 new dealer partner locations in California, Newport Fisker in Orange County, and Fisker of San Jose. Fisker has also added a dealer partner, Belford Fisker of Belford, New Jersey. Fisker has now signed agreements for 15 dealer partner locations and distributions in the U.S. and U.S. territories. Remember Guam. Fisker waives the destination fee, and the sport trim is sold out. Now, I wouldn't make much of the sport trim because I don't think there was many of those to, sell in the first place. But I want to go down here to where it says the quote from the Fisker spokesperson because this shows that we still have a pulse. Our dealer network keeps growing. We are excited to welcome our new dealer partners to the Fisker family and look forward to them opening for business. Expanding our dealer presence in our home state of California is a priority for us, and customers can see the all-electric Ocean SUV in person in both Southern California and the Bay Area. Adding New Jersey to our East Coast dealer network, we now have an expanded dealer presence in New York State and New Jersey. With the waiver of the $2,438, Extremes and Ultras were delivering even more value to Fisker customers. Now, something that I found interesting in that is we added 3 dealers. You know, it makes you wonder why these dealers are signing up. And I can only think of one good thing at the moment, possibly 2. The first good thing is Fisker is incentivizing these dealers enough to make it worth their while. One thing I'm noticing in this press release is I can't find anything about servicing the Oceans. I can find that they can sell them, but I can't find anything about servicing them. So, it does show that we have a pulse. It does show that we are still in this, so that's good news. I want to read just a small part here where I was talking about not servicing them. It says, since these new dealerships will soon be operational, authorized to sell vehicles and listed on Fisker.com. Notice it says authorized to sell vehicles. It doesn't say anything about servicing them. I would be a lot more excited if it would mention the servicing part because I've been trying to get a few minor things done on my Fisker Ocean, and they are fairly minor, but still, been waiting a long time on this, so would have liked to have seen that. Now, I live in Kentucky, so, I don't have any dealers or anything even remotely close to me. Okay, the next thing we have is Fisker actually raised a little money today. So how much did we raise? You got to love this number, guys. Check this number out. Fisker raises additional capital from existing investor. Now, this is almost certainly our 2024 note holder. I think it might even say that in there somewhere. I don't remember for sure. Funding is $3.456 million. Just seems like such a strange number if you think about it. Potential to increase to $7.5 million. Now I'm going to read this and then I'll provide my thoughts, okay? Fisker, driven by a mission to create the world's most emotional and sustainable electric vehicles, announced today the signing of a securities purchase agreement in connection with the offering of $3.456 million in aggregate principal amount of senior secured notes due 2024 to an existing institutional investor, the investor, resulting in gross proceeds of $3,456,000 to Fisker. Boy, that'd be great if it had a couple zeros after that, wouldn't it? And the potential to increase the aggregate principal amount of the notes to $7.5 million. The notes bear interest at a rate per annum equal to 3 months secured overnight financing rate plus 12%. So these notes are not cheap. The offering closed on May the 10th, 2024. Fisker intends to use the gross proceeds from the offering to finance expenses consistent with the approved budget approved by the investor. And the notes will mature June the 24th, 2024. It says further information about the offering is contained in our Form 8K, and I have not read the 8K yet. As I was driving home, I noticed that they dropped an 8K and they dropped a 10K. So after I finish this video, I will need to go and read those. First, let me provide my thoughts about the dealer. The dealer is a head scratcher. You know, here we are clearly on the brink of bankruptcy, and we're signing 3 dealers. It makes you think one of 2 things. The first thing it makes you think of for me is, you know, there is something that these dealers know that we do not. Maybe they've signed NDAs, and they know that something is up. Maybe something in the future is up. Now, I kind of discount that because I think what's more likely happening here is Fisker is just highly incentivizing these dealers to jump on. They don't have any promise of service in the ocean. So I think from their point of view, most likely, this is a guess on my part, from their point of view, this is simply a way to move oceans and make money in the process. So it's anybody's guess. You know, maybe they're making $5,000 or $10,000 off each ocean that they move. I have no idea. Okay, that's just a guess. Maybe it's a lot less. But those would be my 2 guesses on the dealer signing up. Now, raising the money, that's a bigger head scratcher, so let's talk about that. Okay, Fisker raises some money, so what can we think about this? First of all, it's not a lot of money. You know, I think to the average person, $3.5 million is, you know, quite a bit of money, but to a company, this is not much money. So I'm looking at this as a bridge loan, but a bridge loan to what? I think we could look at this from 2 totally different spectrums, and maybe they both go together, and maybe they're both totally the opposite of each other and have no bearing at all on each other. The first thing I would think of is this is a bridge to move inventory. We're signing up dealers. We're incentivizing these dealers to move these oceans. And let's just say, you know, we sell, just pick a number. Let's say we sell 2,000 oceans and maybe bring in, you know, what, $50 million. Okay, just ballparking it. You know, is it worth spending $3.5 or $7 million to bring in $50 million? Well, you know, of course, I think it is. So that may be the bridge. The bridge may simply be to move inventory. And that's my best guess. That's what this is for. Now, my second best guess is they are in talks with somebody, okay, one of those OEMs, and they're thinking, okay, this is a bridge to get a partner. That would be my second best guess. And, you know, you guys can throw in your best guesses as well. Now, there also is a big rumor out there about Apple partnering with Rivian. Could you imagine? Just saying, could you imagine if Apple would swoop in and pick up Fisker on the cheap here? Yeah, that would be a special day, wouldn't it? I think we have to look at these 2 pieces of news with an open mind. Is it good news? Yes. Is it great news? No. We don't have enough money here to really change the direction without a buyer or a partner or a heck of a lot more money. What we really have to start looking for is we restart production. Okay, really that's the only thing that can get the ball moving here. If you put these 2 together, the most likely thing from my perspective is this is to move inventory. But, you know, on the flip side, maybe, just maybe, there's some light at the end of the tunnel here, and this is for other things, and we see a deal in the works, and Fisker has a bridge loan to fight another day. So drop your thoughts in the bottom, and after I finish this video, I'll go look at the 8K and the 10K and see what's up there and see if it's worth doing another video over. And if you're liking my content, just hit the like button. And if you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'm going to try to keep you guys informed as we go through this, you know, whether it's good or bad or anywhere in between. And, you know, I don't think Fisker has a bigger fan out there than myself. I would love to see this company survive, even though it has financially decimated me. I mean, this has been a tough loss for me. But, you know, I harbor no ill will. I'm not wired that way. All we can do is keep going on and keep fighting. That's all we can do. And if I were to see that Fisker is going to pull off a miracle here, I'd be thrilled. I'd be tickled to death. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining in. And until next time.